Emily Collins once led a charmed life, married to the love of her life, raising their young son and enjoying the fruits of a successful career. But a tragic car accident shattered her world, claiming her husband's life and leaving her blind. Now, Emily is forced to navigate a life of darkness, both literal and metaphorical, struggling to care for her son and manage the vast fortune her late husband left behind. Days turn into weeks, and Emily's despair deepens as she grapples with her new reality. Her once sharp mind becomes clouded by the constant barrage of difficulties, managing finances, raising a child, and coping with the overwhelming grief of losing her sight and her husband. The darkness around her seems to close in, suffocating her spirit. One fateful day, in a moment of utter hopelessness, Emily ventures out into the world, seeking solace in the familiarity of the streets she can no longer see. As she steps into the path of oncoming traffic, she is pulled back just in time by a stranger, a young man named Jack Anderson. Jack is immediately drawn to Emily's strength and vulnerability, seeing in her a resilience that others might miss. Over time, Jack becomes a fixture in Emily's life, offering her the support and companionship she desperately needs. He speaks of his admiration for her courage and determination to overcome her trials. Jack's devotion grows, and he eventually confesses his love for her, proposing marriage as a way to protect and care for both Emily and her son, Sam. Emily, longing for the comfort and stability that Jack promises, agrees to marry him. However, as their life together begins, Emily's sense of security starts to erode. Jack introduces a young woman named Ava as Emily's personal assistant, insisting that she will be invaluable in helping Emily navigate her daily challenges. Though initially reluctant, Emily agrees, trusting Jack's judgment. The days pass, and Emily notices subtle changes in Jack's behavior. He becomes increasingly distant, often disappearing for long periods without explanation. Meanwhile, Ava's presence in the house grows more pronounced, and Emily begins to sense an undercurrent of something sinister. But with her blindness, Emily feels helpless, trapped in a world where she can't fully perceive the danger around her. One day, while taking a bath, Emily slips and hits her head, losing consciousness. When she awakens, she realizes with a shock that her vision has miraculously returned. Her initial joy is quickly tempered by a gnawing suspicion. She has seen something in those first moments of clarity that she cannot shake. Determined to uncover the truth, Emily decides to keep her restored vision a secret, continuing to feign blindness as she carefully observes the world around her. She soon discovers that Jack and Ava are not the kind-hearted people they appear to be. Through glimpses and overheard conversations, Emily learns that Ava has been drugging her, slowly poisoning her mind and body under the guise of care. Worse still, Emily discovers that her beloved son, Sam, has been sent away, not to a prestigious boarding school, as Jack claimed, but to a remote facility where he is being mistreated and held against his will. Heartbroken and enraged, Emily realizes that Jack and Ava are plotting to steal her fortune, using her blindness and vulnerability to their advantage. In a desperate bid to protect herself and her son, Emily enlists the help of a woman named Sarah, who has suffered her own share of abuse and loss. Together, they devise a plan to expose Jack and Ava's treachery, but the path to justice is fraught with danger and betrayal. As Emily delves deeper into Jack's secrets, she uncovers a horrifying truth. Jack is not only after her wealth, But he is also responsible for her husband's death. He had orchestrated the car accident that took her husband's life, intending to claim Emily's fortune for himself. Ava, his accomplice and lover, has been aiding him in his sinister plot, ensuring that Emily remained helpless and dependent on them. The climax of Emily's struggle comes when she confronts Jack with the truth. In a tense showdown, Jack kidnaps Sam, using him as leverage to force Emily to sign over her entire estate. Emily, driven by a mother's fierce love and a burning desire for justice, refuses to back down. With Sarah's help, she orchestrates a daring rescue, but not without a tragic cost. In the final confrontation, Jack is killed, but not before he reveals one last, devastating secret. Sam is not Emily's biological son. In a cruel twist, Jack had swapped her real son with another child years earlier, leaving Emily to raise a boy who was not hers by blood. The realization shatters Emily, who is left to grapple with the loss of not only her husband, but also the child she believed to be her own. Broken and devastated, Emily flees the country with Sarah and the boy she had raised as her son. Though they find a measure of peace in their new life, Emily's heart remains forever scarred by the betrayals she endured. She dedicates herself to rebuilding her life, creating a new identity and a new empire, but the pain of her past lingers, a constant reminder of all she has lost.